What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Phones and Drones. So I waited a little bit to do this video. I wanted to see how things played out with the delivery time frames of the new Tesla Model S and X, and honestly all models now really apply to this. So for those of you that haven't been following, Tesla's date estimates have slipped out of 2021. So technically they're saying for most of their vehicles, if you order right now at this point in time, you will not get delivery until about January 2022 onward, depending on which model you pre-order. So I wanted to take a second and do this video for you guys to show you kind of a workaround that's going to take some time and effort on your part, as well as a bit of luck. So some people in the Tesla community know this, and you got to give a shout out to Tesla Motor Club. Those forums right there have some of the best community members around. And why I say this is, it's what helped me get my Model S even before I had a VIN assigned to my account. What the recommendation is here, whatever model you're looking for, obviously in my case it was a Model S, I placed an order way back at the end of February, and here we were really mid-August, and I had a date range, I had a week range, disappeared, month came back, disappeared. For those of you that order, you know this song and dance. Usually it means you should be getting a VIN shortly. Needless to say, that did not happen. So I started to look and see what really could be done. I mean, at this point it was like a 5-month wait, and I was kind of getting impatient, you know? I mean, you see people with later order numbers with different builds getting it sooner. So the frustration builds, and a lot of people were like, I can't do this anymore, I want to cancel my order. Instead of doing that, I did a little more research, and I found there is a solution to this. I'll bet, like I said, it's going to take a little time and effort and luck, but what that is figure out what radius you are willing to drive to and find other delivery centers or retail stores in that area. So for us, Jacksonville, Florida, you had some South Georgia, you had some in Orlando. I mean, if you really wanted to drive, there's some in West Palm Beach, there's some in Edenton. There's a ton around Florida. Again, this might depend on your area again, but what you can do is there's something called right to first refusal. What that is people that might have been waiting as well on their vehicle, and their current lease was up, or they needed a vehicle, whatever their scenario might have been, they needed a car sooner than what they could wait for Tesla to deliver. And what that is they have now basically refused that delivery they were offered, and it goes to the next person on the waiting list. That waiting list is known as having the right to first refusal. So if you were to call up one of these local areas and say, hey, look, I'm a little flexible with my model. Ideally, this is what I want, but if you tell me you're willing to take whatever else is available next, there's only so many combinations you can get with Tesla for features, color, you know what I mean, interior, exterior. You have a very good chance to stumble upon what you actually wanted. If you talk to one of the store reps and say, hey, look, do you have any that were refused? No? Okay, well, can I put my name on the list? Some locations will take your name down and your email or phone number and reach out to you actually if they have a refused vehicle. Some will tell you to actually call up every day and see if there's any left. Usually if you call in the morning when they first open, they have their deliveries already most of the time from the night before or the morning, and they'll say, hey, look, I got to go through my delivery checklist and give everyone a call. If one doesn't match and you're flexible or it's your exact configuration, they can actually match that VIN number to your profile. The way it worked out for me personally is my sales advisor called about 5 hours after I made this request with one of the other local dealers. The store manager from there got with him, let him know they had a similar match if I was willing to drive. It was literally a little over an hour away from me. I could take delivery of that car, and I have 3 days to pick it up. This was a Friday, so I had all day Saturday and Sunday. The weekend worked out. I went Sunday morning and was able to pick up the vehicle. So again, this is not going to work out for everybody, unfortunately. Obviously, everyone can't be doing it, but Tesla locations are spread out around the U.S. in bulk. So if you were to call one, depending on how populated of an area you're in, you have a very good chance to stumble upon something like this. The reason I want to throw this up with these Model S videos right now is because of how substantial the backlog is. whether it's a part shortage or some component or COVID, whatever excuse they want to ride with. Clearly this isn't going away, and now to get a standard or a long-range Model S, you're looking at March or April, and that is an excessive time frame to wait for a car. Some people's leases are up, some people's cars might not make it that long. Whatever the scenario is, I'm hoping this might help some of you guys like it helped me to get their vehicle a little earlier. Like I said, you have a much better chance if you're somewhat flexible on your model. I originally had a blue paint job on the exterior. This was a midnight silver metallic I got. Everything else matched to the T. Sometimes if you might get a say a midnight silver metallic with a black interior or something like that, you might have to compensate and bend a little bit with that. But again, if you want to get the car sooner, you might be willing to make these changes. One thing to keep in mind, depending on when you ordered and at the price point you ordered it on, obviously there's been some price adjustments since the initial pre-orders went live. Depending on the dealership I found and depending on who you speak to in your scenario, you might have to pay that price difference. Not always the case, but I just wanted to throw that out there to be fully transparent with you guys. Additionally too, if you're going to do an order or you have an order in, make sure to use a referral code. I appreciate it if you use ours. We both get 1,000 free supercharging miles. Even if you placed your order, you can still add a referral code to your account, and I'll throw the link up in the description on how to do that, either through your sales advisor or through a different Tesla referral email address. But you can add this anytime up until you actually take ownership of the vehicle. So up until, if you're picking up the vehicle, then don't let anybody tell you different. You can still add that referral code. Moment you sign that delivery and accept delivery, you can't add it anymore. So I just did want to throw that out there for you guys. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, every model now this will apply for. I obviously used it for my Model S. Model X is going to be a little different since technically they haven't really started production on them on those lines yet. So a Y, an S, or a 3 is really your options to use that for right now. But please let us know in the comments below. Have you used this before? Have you had success? I really want to make sure everyone understands that this is a possibility. If you don't want to wait, it cannot hurt to pick up the phone and call. You can make an Excel spreadsheet of locations, days of the week, who you spoke to, all of that. Just depending on how dedicated you are and motivated you are to getting delivery of this vehicle before your actual estimated delivery date. This last week or so, Tesla updated their system and really reflected true delivery dates. I don't know if these are sandbag dates or not, but a lot of people, unfortunately, deliveries got delayed more than they thought. We actually had a second Model S order that originally stated a October time frame that actually jumped all the way to February. So needless to say, we didn't need any more. We took delivery of this one, so we canceled it. But this is a perfect opportunity for anybody not wanting to wait. Thanks for watching, guys. Thumbs up this video, it really helps. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.